Hello and welcome back to Coin Matters channel. There has been some significant Bitcoin market news recently. What then are the major events of recent times of which you should be aware? We'll be explaining it immediately and discussing the current state of the cryptocurrency market. Where are they now heading? In what directions can they develop? That is a topic we intend to discuss. You should definitely give it a big thumbs up. So, without further ado, let's watch the video. First off, I wanted to share the good news that the stock market has had a mild positive recovery. You can see for yourself that the Dow gained 700 points on the strength of the employment report and that the Nasdaq had its sixth consecutive week of gains. In other words, there is a connection to the stock market. I don't think the United States has totally escaped danger. A lot of money printing is still going on, but I think that's good for cryptocurrency values. Now that the stock market has recovered and the debt ceiling scare has subsided, we can safely say that the worst of the fear and uncertainty was overblown. Things will carry on as usual and it will be bumped up the priority list. So the debt ceiling, FUD perhaps dissipating, and a slight uptick in cryptocurrency prices. However, as you can see, Bitcoin has been trending upwards over the past few months, which is fantastic news. Importantly, the official Fortnite Twitter account has been hijacked to promote cryptocurrencies. This means that the Fortnite Twitter account may once again be a target for cybercriminals and cryptocurrency scammers. The official Epic Games Twitter has confirmed that they have deleted a tweet that improperly promoted a player outside of the competitive scene. Access to the account has been temporarily banned while we investigate, but be assured that Fortnite has nothing to do with the trading of virtual currencies. You must be, and you presumably already know, this. Warning, there are a lot of scammers on Twitter right now, especially if you do a search for cryptos like Pepe Loyal, so be careful if you're watching this video on YouTube. And so on. You may come across links to malicious websites with content similar to that found on this page. If you use a DeFi wallet to connect to your MetaMask or Trust wallet, then clicking on any of these links could result in the loss of all of your cryptocurrency. In the realm of cryptography, you should keep it in mind. Take care to avoid harm at all times. Don't let that happen. Intriguingly, this is also a humorous tale. Thus, U.S. lawmakers are concerned that Bitcoin use in El Salvador could eventually become a security risk. Okay, this is really absurd, but let's report on it anyhow since it makes for good reading. Even though El Salvador is becoming an increasingly popular tourist destination, some in the United States government are insisting on a risk assessment to determine whether or not the Bitcoin-friendly country poses a security danger. You all are aware that there is a finite amount of Bitcoin, but El Salvador is still trying to promote it. Bitcoin is immune to attempts to raise the debt ceiling. You can stop counting at 21 million. Okay. Joe Biden and the United States government do not have access to an unlimited money printer. And may that be the reason these senators are anxious? For the simple reason that their Ponzi scheme is falling apart. The ranking member and chairman of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee, Senators Jim Rich and Bob Menendez, have reintroduced a bill that would require a report from the State Department on the adoption of Bitcoin in El Salvador and its potential effects on bilateral economic relations and law enforcement cooperation. And I have to say, look, this is just so disheartening, because you guys know we should definitely focus on improving, their own states in the United States. They should leave El Salvador alone, despite the fact that there are undoubtedly some nice things they might improve upon right there. From what I've seen, El Salvador is taking positive steps toward fostering widespread use of Bitcoin. Therefore, I strongly disagree with everything that is stated in this ridiculous measure. And that, though, is where their attention lies. Why they're so concerned with Bitcoin and El Salvador is beyond me. This article is kind of ridiculous, if you ask me. However, it is necessary to report on such events on occasion. Still, it's shaping up to be quite the tale. And if we look at the crypto values now, we can notice that the Pulse cryptocurrency has made a slight comeback. This entire sequence of pulses is, therefore, Pulse X. So, they have made a possible 30% recovery. The hexadecimal pulse market is showing signs of revival with a 15% increase. Exactly what is happening, then? Is there anyone with a hex on them in the comments section? Many cryptocurrency markets are seeing gains today. The price of Bitcoin has been quite volatile over the past few days and weeks, as we can see by zooming in on the price history right here. In other words, we left it around the 26,000 mark. We reached a recent high of about 28,000, and then there was a retracement right here, and a retracement there. But there's been a recent uptick that ought to be capitalized on if we're going to maintain our current upward trajectory. The effect on Bitcoin's value is likely to be dramatic. However, there is something I need to see in the Bitcoin price before I can be excited about it. If we take a step back from this graph, we can observe that Bitcoin price trading is still occurring at the micro level. Bitcoin is currently trading at a price of roughly $27,000. But I'm planning ahead since we really do want to, by means of these record-breaking peaks. Therefore, we experienced two peaks in the last several years. One was close to 64K, and now we're seeing a significant pullback. But things started to pick up again, and the price of a Bitcoin eventually reached $67,000. Here on this graph, I can see that the exact amount is $69,000. There you have it, the two price peaks of Bitcoin. And what could we have to keep an eye on in the coming year or so? I still expect the U.S. economy to be volatile over the next 3 to 6 months due to interest rate changes alone. I anticipate considerable uncertainty in the coming months if interest rates continue to rise. Therefore, the Bitcoin price could move up or down. However, in the longer term, we have 2024 in mind. The year 2025 may be in mind. In addition, I have a positive outlook on Bitcoin's price. It will be thrilling if we finally conquer the 6,469K level of the Twin Peaks. And I hope Bitcoin eventually reaches $100,000. In other words, I want the cryptocurrency market to be very interesting once the price reaches $100,000. As a first step, an immediate and an interim price target, $100,000 is set for Bitcoin over the long run. This cryptocurrency would benefit greatly by reaching this goal in the near future, and it would also boost the value of other cryptocurrencies. The price of every alternative cryptocurrency would immediately increase, which would be really exciting. That, however, is a huge development in today's crypto and macro markets. Give Mac your thumbs up if you're interested in free bonuses at cryptocurrency exchanges. Right now, they stand to gain a lot from this. My referral link will get you started. Helps the channel along. In addition, KuCoin offers bonuses of up to $3,200. You can join me in the private Telegram if you do some tasks there and want some more crypto market research. Today, we're releasing a masterclass video that reveals some highly guarded secrets about conducting successful pre-sales. You may support the project financially by becoming a patron on Patreon. But, guys, I appreciate you checking out the video. Please like and subscribe my channel. See you later, bye.